Hello everyone and welcome to day 4 of 30 Days of Godzilla. Today we are going to be taking a look at the 4th entry in the Godzilla series, Mothra vs. Godzilla. This is actually the first time that Toho brought one of their own original creations. I shouldn't say original because Mothra was based on a book, but one of their own monsters to face Godzilla. So this is where the whole kaiju universe crossing began. It's pretty cool. When the movie was released in the United States, the title was changed to Godzilla vs. The Thing. What is with the title changes in these movies? They do it so often, just keep it at one title. Well, as it turns out, the thing that they are referring to is actually Mothra. Now, Mothra had originally appeared in her own movie titled Mothra, which I have here. By the way, what the hell is up with the cover art in this VHS, and why the hell is Mothra green? She's not green, she's like a brownish color. And you know what? I don't know what's up with the people who release these movies. They clearly don't know what they are doing. They don't know what they're doing. Sometimes it just irritates me. It's just like, why did they fuck up the colors on the VHS? Whatever, who cares? Next, move on. Now, I'm going to be 100% honest and telling you all this. I'm not a big fan of Mothra. I do kind of like some of her movies, but I don't really care for Mothra. I feel like when Mothra... The thing that really irritates me is she always tries to steal the spotlight from Godzilla. I mean, look at how many of Godzilla's movies she appears in, excluding stock footage from Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla and Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2. Mothra has appeared in 9 of Godzilla's movies, and also 4 of her own movies. Plus, I hate how Mothra always comes off as this good guy when she has no problem attacking and killing people. I know she's supposed to attack only when her twin fairies are in trouble, however, she still doesn't need to go and destroy the entire country. And finally, Mothra just doesn't have any of that cool factor to her like Godzilla does. And I think it might have to do with the fact that I really don't dislike Mothra, maybe because she got the upper hand of Godzilla in this movie, and since then I built up this dislike for her ever since. I'm sorry for you Mothra fans that you're disappointed in my opinion on her, or him, or whatever Mothra is in the movie, because sometimes it's mostly a girl Mothra, but there is also a male Mothra. But that's just the way I feel. Mothra, eh. So anyways, let's go over the plot of this one. During a typhoon, the egg of Mothra washes up on shore, and everybody is wondering exactly what it is. Then a rich corporate douche by the name of Kumayama decides to purchase the egg on behalf of his company to make money. This guy is one of my favorite human villains in the entire series. He isn't bad for the sake of being bad, he's just a greedy bastard who sees the egg as a tourist attraction and a way to make money. The actor who plays Kumayama does a pretty good job here. He steals every scene that he's in. He also has a partner by the name of Torahata, who works for the same company that Kumayama is a part of. And the guy who does him, he actually does a pretty good job too. I don't know which one I like more. Kumayama is kind of an asshole, but that other guy has some of the funniest expressions. So overall, they're both pretty good human antagonists for this type of movie. So these two assholes debate about what their plans will be for the egg when Mothra's twin fairies show up and tell them to return the egg to Mothra or the larva will hatch and destroy the surroundings. So instead of going, this is a pretty bad idea, we should probably return the egg, the two douchey assholes not only ignore what the fairies have to say, but instead try to capture them. Didn't everybody learn from the first Mothra movie that it's a bad idea to try and capture the twin fairies? That if they didn't, return the egg or keep them safe, that Mothra would come along and fuck shit up? So since they can't get any reasoning out of the two assholes, the fairies decide to ask the other group of people for help. One of them was played by Akira Takarada, who played Ogata in the original Godzilla. His character here is different. This is his second appearance in a Godzilla film, and if I'm not mistaken, I think he's the only actor to appear in all 3 series. I think it's actually pretty cool to see him in Godzilla 2014, so when you get a chance, look out for him, because that's pretty cool that the original actor from the original 1954 Godzilla is in Godzilla 2014. Akira Takarada, you're the man. So the fairies tell this group of people about what will happen if the egg hatches and agree to try and get the egg back to the island. They have a meeting with Kumayama and Torahata, but once again, they got their heads so far up their asses and don't listen. So not only will they not return the egg to Mothra's island, it turns out that they got an even bigger problem as Godzilla shows up, making his appearance by coming up from the ground. Now, I have 2 theories as to why Godzilla makes his appearance from, popping up under the ground. The first one is the typhoon at the beginning of the movie covered him up with sand, and that's why he's underground like that. But, however, I don't really like to go with that theory because I have a tough time believing that a typhoon would be enough to move Godzilla. I know he's really tall, and I know typhoons move ships and that, but this is Godzilla we're talking about. He's bigger than your average battleship. So the theory I like to go with is, in King Kong vs. Godzilla, when he was, fell off the cliff with Kong, he got buried under the rocks there, and that's where he's been ever since. And so, with the flood and everybody, washing up the land in that, Godzilla makes his appearance because he was still underground after the events of that movie. I mean, it doesn't seem all that implausible, considering that happened at Mount Fuji, and that this is in fact Nagaya. I mean, they aren't too far apart from each other. Either way, it doesn't matter. Godzilla is back and ready to fuck shit up. Godzilla is really badass in this movie. He just has this evil look about him, which I really like, and this is a really good design here. So the military tries as hard as they can to kill Godzilla, but it all just fails. The only chance they have is with Mothra. Not to mention, Mothra won't help them because the people won't return the egg to her island. Japan has some seriously bad luck with giant monsters, don't you think? So with Godzilla destroying Japan, the group goes to Infant Island where Mothra and the Twin Fairies are from in order to try and get Mothra to help them fight Godzilla. When they arrive, they notice that the island has been laid to waste by all the nuclear tests that have gone on. At first, the islanders are reluctant to let them use Mothra to fight Godzilla. They eventually agree to let them use Mothra, but no matter what the outcome, Mothra is going to die. So before Godzilla and Mothra fight, my two favorite assholes are arguing over money, and during their confrontation, Torahata kills Kumeyama, and then Godzilla comes in and smashes the building that Torahata was in and kills him. Proving that it's always satisfying to see what happens to the asshole in every movie, get what's coming to them. So anyways, Godzilla shows up to where the egg is being held and attacks the incubator. Then Mothra shows up and the two of them have a fight. Mothra is a pretty decent opponent foe, but Godzilla is just too much to handle and he kills Mothra. This was my favorite part of the movie when I was little, because I just love watching Godzilla just fucking destroy Mothra. Bye-bye, Mothra. So with Mothra down for the count, the Twin Fairies and the group head to the egg and watch as the two little Mothra larvae hatch and go after Godzilla. The final battle happens on an island. On the island, the two Mothras are very strategic in this battle and web Godzilla up and knock him to the ocean, and fucking Mothra stays on top. I mean, this is still a pretty good entry in the series, but I gotta admit, I still have some beef with the ending. I mean, I know the Mothras didn't exactly kill Godzilla, but the fact that they got the better of them pisses me off because Mothra kind of wins here, and it's just disappointing, especially for me, because I wanted to see Godzilla just destroy Mothra and everything else. I know, Godzilla fan, biased but nature, but oh well. Final thoughts. The ending, as you all know, makes Godzilla look really weak and Mothra seems strong, and that's my only problem with the movie. I just felt like Godzilla should have just flat out come on top, but other than that, this is one of the best in the entire series. The pace moves along pretty quick, the music is excellent, and the action is great, especially the part where Godzilla's head catches on fire. Pretty cool stuff. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Be sure to come back tomorrow because we are going to experience the arrival of Godzilla's greatest foe. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you soon. Happy Easter, everybody.